recently I have learned that hypnotizing yourself is one of the best things that you can do. And that helps you to not only manifest the future that you want, but it helps you to become more focused on the aligned path itself. So one of the ways that I have started doing that is through the mirror. Now, I'm going to share my experience because I already did the hypnosis via the mirror. And that's essentially me talking to the version of myself that I view as my highest timeline. And I'll look into the mirror and we'll explain the situation and just like talk to myself and say, look, your body's on fire. You're safe. What's going on? Talk to me. What is it that I'm not seeing? What is it that I'm not getting? What is it that I'm surpassing? Why are you throwing these alarms at me? Why are you screaming at me? And this time it's because I'm still at this corporate position and I still have that underlying fear of quitting my job with no backup plan. And this is the first time I'm doing this. So that's why it feels scary. And that's what I have to remind myself. But I can tend to get sucked back into this corporate job really easily and get wound up in the requirements and what I'm being asked to do. And, they're overworking me and they're, same thing as you're going through. So anyways, spiel aside, I'm going to show you how to hypnotize yourself in the way that I do it, that works for me. This isn't the way that everybody does it, but this is the way that I do it. So this is for anybody out there that resonates with this, and give this a try. So what I'm going to do is relate to you what my higher self in my higher timeline via the mirror showed me after asking you all these questions, okay? Or asking myself all these questions, sorry. So we're going to start by closing our eyes, okay? Just take a deep breath, right? In your nose and out your mouth. Now notice if your heart is racing. Is your heart racing? All right. A lot of times when I'm really worked up and confused, my heart starts to race a lot. And it could be because I'm onto something. It could be because I'm scared to confront something. I'm scared to use my voice. It's a number of reasons, but the physical body will tell you what the internal body is trying to tell you. And my heart is racing because I know that I got sucked back into this corporate position. And I was really good about giving it my time when I can. But I have other obligations in my life, and that is what is going to propel me forward into my future. So this is what I need to keep my eyes on, okay? So close your eyes and deep breath. All right, where in your body does it hurt? For me, it's my back, all right? And I hone in on that area. And I hone in on that area. And I focus on that area. All right, it feels very fast for me. For you, does it feel slow or does it feel fast? Okay? For me, that area is burning. It feels fast. It feels like it's just knotting itself, right? Now, every breath that I breathe in, I imagine it's gold dust. And it's going to that area, and it's surrounding that entire area. And it's going to work, and it's going to push the toxicity out of that muscle for me. Open your mouth, and when you breathe out, imagine just black smoke coming out that's coming from that muscle. As that gold dust is massaging that muscle, imagine all of this black dust being expelled from it, and you're breathing it out, okay? Now ask yourself, if you're standing in front of your mirror, open your eyes. All right, I'm going to keep mine closed because I'm going to stay focused on what I'm trying to tell you. All right, look yourself in the eyes. It might be a little uncomfortable for you, but try your best to get comfortable with yourself, your beautiful self. The person you're looking at in the mirror is the highest version of you that exists on the infinite number of timelines. All right. Now I want you to look at yourself, and I want you to ask yourself, what is it that you are trying to tell me with this pain in my body? You have my attention. Right? I see you. Tell me what I need to know. Now breathe in, breathe out. Sit with it for a second. Notice how your body is beginning to feel. For me, my body starts to tingle. My arms start to tingle. My shoulders drop down from being so high up towards my ears. The muscles in my jaw relax. My brow unfurrows. My ears relax even. I kind of sink into my seat. That tingling moves down my body and into my kneecaps and down my calves, all the way to the tips of my toes, and my fingers, and my face. And I always bring attention to my third eye here. I'm focused on it. And as I connect to my oneness, my highest self, I usually see a white light in my third eye area here. And I just focus on it, and as I breathe in, I imagine that white light comes down into my crown chakra, and it starts moving its way just down my body. And this is me becoming the highest self. And as I become the highest self and I feel this white beam of light come down, my highest self typically puts into my mind the image of what I am working towards, the me of my highest timeline, and what that looks like. And I'm going to explain to you what my highest timeline is. All right. Now for me, I'm still in this house. And I leave the mirror that I'm at right now and I walk out my front door. And I see both buses, mine, and in front of it is my sister's, in our driveway. And Marshmallow is gone because my sister is at her new job. I walk down the steps and I open the doors to my bus. Now my bus is still fresh, so I haven't taken all of the seats out of it yet. But there's confetti all over them and all over the floor from the celebration that I've recorded and posted all over social media from the day that I bought my bus and drove it home. I feel a calmness knowing that I now own my home. And my babies will be able to come with me wherever I go as I begin this new journey to travel around Florida with my sister. My sister. I walk down the steps of my bus and I close the doors. And I look up and I see her bus facing mine like a mirror image, identical. The yellow bus just looking back at me. I walk over to the doors and I open her doors. And it's another sense of home, adjacent. And I walk up the steps just to see a different color of confetti all over the bus and the seats, as she has done the same and taken a video celebrating the day that she drove her bus home. I look out the front windows of her bus, looking back at mine. And there's just a sense of peace and wholeness, knowing that the future that I've wanted is here now. It's already done. I walk off the bus and I close the doors. And I walk back up the steps and into the house that I'm currently in. And I look around the house, and it's pretty empty because we're getting ready to go live our lives on this bus, the journey around Florida. And I'm so excited because everything I now own will fit on my bus. And everything aligns so easily. I walk over to the phone that's charging on the center console of the couch. Ah, yes, the couch is only going to be here for a few more weeks as somebody is coming to pick it up before we leave. I pick up the phone just to see that I have a meeting coming up and I need to be getting ready for it. I open the calendar to see the schedule is full of events, meetings of people that are on my VIP list that are enrolled in my academy. Ah, yes, the academy is booming. We have over 50 people enrolled and 3 to 5 enrollees every day. I get notifications from school consistently. People that have questions, people enrolling in VIP, people that are about to graduate, and sending me all that they've accomplished and who they've become and how good that they feel. Ah, yes. I look back on the schedule and there's people enrolling, sharing their stories with me every day, recording podcast episodes with me because they're ready for their voice to be heard and their story to be told. I've given people a safe place on my podcast, free, for them to come and finally be heard the way that they've always wanted. Ah, yes, and those people, they realize my story and they realize how they've connected, and they too sometimes enroll into my academy. And the people in my academy come and they decide that when they graduate, they want to share their story as they're ready for it to be told. And everything correlates. And everything I always wanted is already here. I didn't have to quit my job and go and work for somebody else in the meantime, because it happened overnight. Videos going viral, notifications going off the chains that I have to mute the notifications because the love is so overwhelming as everything is feeding into itself and everything becomes one. Ashley Jeter coaching just explodes. All because I poured love out and I stopped resisting and I stopped stressing and I just began trusting in what I'm capable of and what I'm here to do. Ah, yes. Now my heart is racing for a different reason. For the excitement is overwhelming to know that it just is. I walk back over to the mirror and I look at the other version of myself on the other side. The me that was scared, the me that was not capable of seeing what happened. Yes. Now I'm ready to close. And I leave that version of me behind now. And I stay in this new version knowing the buses are outside, the business is booming, and Providence is now behind me. The peace and the calmness and the excitement all functioning at once. Now this is me rubbing my hands together as I'm going to pull the remaining energy through my body and out my heart. My booming, beautiful heart. My body is buzzing with excitement and energy. And as I pull the energy out of me. My hands are vibrating with electricity. And all that's left is clear breath coming out my mouth and my heart. And I feel the connection to oneness. I just breathe as I settle into this new reality. Can you feel it? Can you feel your heart slowing? Let's settle back. The energy from your fingertips calms the remainder of your nervous system. And the picture of you from your highest timeline is now engraved into your brain forever, knowing that it is now. There is no gap between timelines. You've settled into the new timeline. It just is. Welcome to the new version of yourself, as it already is. Now go to your journal or go grab a pen and piece of paper, and I either want you to draw, I want you to write it out, or I want you to open the voice note app on your phone and close your eyes and record the vision of you that is the highest timeline. And I want you to listen to this 1 to 3 times a day, reminding yourself that you are in your new timeline. Remind yourself of what you have, as there is no gap in timelines. Save this for later, come back and comment, and let me know how this meditation worked for you, and follow along for more. I love you so much.